Hello, everyone. This is a color discussion. I'm doing this for any of the painting classes and the drawing class too. So before you see a color wheel, this is a color wheel done with watercolor. The main thing to notice here are the relationships of colors, starting with the primaries of yellow, blue, and red. From the primaries, you'll get the secondary colors of green, orange, and purple. This one's in a different configuration, but it's still the same idea. And that's true of this one too. You can see the yellow, the blue, the red. So you have the three primaries, the three secondaries of green, orange, and violet, and then tertiaries. The tertiaries you don't need to worry so much about. In my opinion, I think if you can understand yellow, red, and blue, and then the complements, you'll be in a good position to work with color. The complements are across from each other: green across from red, blue from orange, yellow from violet. Here I'm showing just a little setup in my house for doing some watercolors. I have my pans there and paper, and I wanted to give you a sense of having your own setup. This illustrates complementary colors. You see the orange and the blue, and then you're mixing a little orange with blue, a little blue with orange. And in the middle, you'll see a middle gray. You can actually have that happen. It works. Here's a horse I painted utilizing a photograph. And the all the things that I just showed you with the colors are coming into play in doing this horse. So by mixing the complements and the primaries and working with color, you can achieve a variation of tone. This is a monochromatic painting. So I used white and black, and I had my initial color was yellow ochre. So I used white and black over the yellow ochre. This is a little sketch painting I did, some things I was thinking about, and I encourage you to do that with your paintings. Sometimes maybe just do fast paintings. This one didn't take me that long. Sketches and ideas, whatever's occurring to you. It's important. In this case, it's another color wheel. I just want to show you different examples to try and encourage you to try it and try to understand the principle. Enjoy doing it in your own way, but learn what it's all about. It'll help you. Here's one more. There's many ways to do it. Okay, now looking at this flower, I want to show you those ideas, and the same with this bird. So you can see the gray tones and how you're getting a sense of gray as you mix all those colors together. You see all the reds and the blues and the yellows in there. That's how you're going to get those the gray tones that artists talk about. And you get just really, really beautiful colors. I did this with colored pencil. I did it for my drawing class. And I did it quite a few years ago, but I did it just with 3 colored pencils, yellow, red, and blue. Just 3 colors, just to kind of prove to my students that you could do it and get the tones you want. So I'm showing this actual bird here and kind of asking the question, how would you get the gray on its body versus the sort of light gray tones under its beak, and look at the tones in the beak itself. Look at the different yellows. By combining violet with yellow, you can gray the yellow. In this case, this is a flower I did, and I'm going to talk about ways that you can change the size of something. There's a thread called gridding. But all the aspects of color were coming into play. I did this as a demo in class. This is just some grasses, but I wanted to think about the gray tones of grasses. And how you're going to get those colors when you have a problem like that. If you're doing some landscape painting, see the colors under the trees. In the case of this window, look at the oranges and the reds and the bluish color, and then also the grays on the stucco area. all those different yellows. It's not just one yellow, there's all the different yellows with the different tones. You'll start to see that more, I think. In this next one, this is a watercolor, and I'm showing like how the different colors are blending into each other. You can see like the grayish upper part of the cloud and kind of blending down into the blue and then into the yellow. You'll enjoy color when you do that. This is a student work, and my student took yellow and purple or violet and green and red and blue and orange and tried all the different combinations to get all those colors just from the two colors. In this case, I painted just matching colors. You know, you can see how those blues are being matched in greens and flesh tones. And this is another sample of a watercolor. These next few are, but I wanted to show you the blending of colors to get the varied tones, sort of lavender grays, green grays, yellow grays, all those wonderful colors. And this is a Rococo painting by Watteau, a French painter. But I want you to look at the sky. Look at the lavender qualities. Look at the yellow. Look at the kind of aqua blue and the purplish colors that are all in there. That's important for you to look for. Let's see, here's a shutter I wanted to show, and look in the inside of your house to see all the different colors. Here's a shutter, look at the orange and the green and blue in there. Look at the orange and green and purples and oranges that are in this front door. And then at night, the oranges and the blues, and as they blend together, you'll create gray tones. You can see the gray tones in this window. You can see that bright orange from that time of day. In the case of this pink house, look at the different pink tones. It's not just one single pink, not just one single gray. Look at the garage door versus the driveway. Look at the window, the different colors of gray that you see in that one front window. In this next example of a maple tree, by combining like red and green, you can get the gray sort of tones that you see in that orange. So that'll be interesting for you, I think, to try out. Let's see, these next shots are of clouds, and so I wanted you to look at those clouds and to look how the colors modulating around the cloud. And then quickly, these are scenes at night with that brilliant pink and blue that's coming through, these beautiful colors that you can see in the environment around you. And same thing with these clouds. I'm trying to point out to you here how much the color and the ideas that we're talking about are present in our everyday environment. It's right there. So all you have to do is just go outside and start to see it. This was a watercolor I did of my neighborhood where I was trying to see that. And then you can see the gray tones and the blue tones and how all the different colors are mixing in order to create the different browns that you see on this shoe. This is a watercolor. And then lastly, here's an acrylic painting on paper. Same thing with getting the gray tones, the blue tones, and then offsetting it with that complementary orange to the blue. I think you'll have a fun time doing this. Enjoy your painting and experiment. Try using color. Try mixing it. Don't feel intimidated by it. Don't feel that it has to be rigid for you. It's intended to help you to see, really, and to enjoy color. That's something I really like to stress. And it's something I just have always enjoyed so much, so I enjoy teaching it. Have a wonderful time with your painting, and I'll talk to you more about it later. See you later.